What's going on, guys? It's a Saucy Sock here with another video, and in this one we're going to have a little bit of a different video that I've done before. This time I'm going to go into a Road to CFP game and do a little inside the mind, basically explain to you guys what I'm looking for, how I attack defenses, what I'm thinking about defensively on my end, how do I stop certain things on offense, how do I get past certain defenses, all that good stuff. And I'm going to break it down for you guys of how I play the game. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into a game. I'm going to be using Georgia for this one. Obviously, I'll do some others for other teams as well. I can do one for Alabama, Texas, tier 2, tier 3 teams, whatever you guys want me to do. I'll do it below. Just make sure to name a team down below in the comment section. I'll try to use that team and do a little inside the mind with those teams as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let it search for a game, and then I'll see you once the game starts. All right, y'all, so I have returned. We finally got a game, and we're going to be going against the Ole Miss Rebels. So typically, what I think about when I first hop into a game is I got to understand what team I'm going against. A lot of the things that I got to know of initially is I got to understand what their personnel is. Do they have any speed at receiver? Do they have any speed at defensive back? Basically, you got to know what team you're going against. You got to know the roster, and if you don't know the roster, that's okay. You can always take a look once you kick the ball off. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game. We are going to be on defense first. Typically, right here is where I set some of my adjustments right here. I'm going to leave my ball carrier on balance. I've been trying that out again, especially with a guy like Trevor Etienne, who I have on my team. He has platinum sidestep and platinum 360, so I'm going to try to maybe use that to my advantage. Typically, I go on conservative ball carrying. Right here, obviously, all we're trying to do is just not give up a touchdown on the kickoff. Get them at the 19, which is great for us, and this is where I pause and set my depth chart up. Now, typically when I set my depth chart, well, he's trying to insta-resume me. I typically try to get all my speedy receivers in the game. If you don't have speed at receiver, that's fine. At that point, all you got to do is just try to get your best route runners on the field. Same thing with safety. I try to get speed in here if possible. With Georgia, I like to put in my safeties at linebacker, just so I can have all my best players on the field at once. Now, obviously, I can't check Ole Miss's offense because this guy is just insta-resuming me, which is fine. I know they don't really have two speedy receivers, so meaning I can probably run some cover zero, get away with it. I like to start off with my zone adjustments as so. Option defense is always going to be conservative. I have auto flip defensive off just so I can calm my blitzes. Typically, for some reason, like blitzes in this game come in a little bit better when you don't have the auto flip on. Now, right here, I'm just stuck in cover 4. I wasn't able to pick my play. This looks like it's just going to be some kind of verticals here, so we're just going to take away that. We're going to get a sack, even though I called the wrong play. Now, this guy is trying to hurry up, run an offense on me, so I'm going to call a different play on him so I don't stay in the same thing. This time I'm going to be a cover 3 cloud. Again, he might be running the same play here, so all I'm going to do is try to take away what he was trying to run. And he doesn't hurry up this time, so I can finally start setting some things up. Now, typically on third down, this is either really good or really bad what I do here. I always like to blitz, just to see if they can beat the blitz. Now, even if he picks up the first down here, it's fine. But he doesn't. So what we're going to do now, or he's actually going to punt. I'm going to call punt safe because you never know when someone's going to fake a punt on you. I know that was C. Yep, there you go. That's why you always call punt safe. That way you could play it as so. Boom. Just like that, we already have the ball at the 39-yard line. So I'm going to leave my ball carrying as is. I know that was kind of a hectic first drive. I couldn't really say what I was doing because he was going so fast. Hopefully we'll be able to do a better job on the next defensive drive. Right here, I'm going to flip this. You really want to run your like bunch side, trip side, strong side to the wide side of the field. All this is right here, I'm making a high-low. If his linebackers sit low to play the drag, then I throw the dig route. If his linebackers go high, I'm going to throw the drag. As I accidentally just made the wrong adjustment. Put my guy on a hitch. But I'm just going to hit my tight end drag for easy yards. I want to throw some RPOs at him just to get him thinking I'm throwing RPOs. So I'm going to go with this motion RPO buck alert out of the wing slot weak. Two reasons why I like this play. Number one, it's a really good blocked RPO. So we're just going to read that left side. If that corner sits down to play the receiver, I'm not going to throw it. He backs off. I can throw the screen. Comes up to play the wide receiver, so I'm just going to take it outside and pick up a first down. So now that I got him thinking RPO a little bit, it's going to be in his head. So I should be able to attack elsewhere on the field. Now, I think if I remember right, I saw this guy on the defensive line, which is great for us. If you ever go against someone that's using a defensive line while they're on defense, consider that a win for you. Now, he's not on a defensive lineman anymore, which is fine. All I did there was just throw something safe. I have 2 return routes by my tight ends. Typically, one of them is going to get open. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run what you call a spacing concept here. So you see how I have a dig route? I'm going to put RB on a flat. It's going to pull the flat defender over quick, which should give me space to throw the zig. I'm also going to read this drag first and then work my way back to the zig. Drag's open. Easy money. It's really as simple as that. Tight end drags are really good in this game, so if you're able to run a tight end drag, do it. And really, if that wasn't going to be open, then I should be able to hit the zig route that I put on the field too. And then I put a flat route with my zig. Like the flat zig combo is absolutely lethal in this game. The flat route pulls any flat defender away, and you find a wide open bubble for the zig route. And then if you're in man coverage, then that zig route's going to absolutely fry the man. This guy, for some reason, is bringing it out. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go back and drop into a little bit of coverage here just to kind of see what he likes to run. I like to shell my defenses. Sometimes I have a bad habit of not shelling my defense, but you kind of want to always disguise your defense. I'm going to call this cover 3 drop out of the nickel 3-3 stack. I like to put hard flats on the field, Y, and down on the right stick. And I always typically like to blitz 4 or 5 or have 4 or 5 pass rushers. Y'all saw I had 3 yellows in the middle of the field there, which isn't really going to do me much good. This guy's going to throw me the ball. My job is to use the middle of the field, and we get an easy user alert. Right back on offense. We're already almost in red zone, so I'm going to try to go ahead and keep my foot on the gas here. Give this guy all out of sorts right now. Right here, it looks like he has 1 high safety, so I'm thinking cover 3, meaning that I should be able to attack either the middle of the field with my running back, or I should be able to high-low the left side and hit one of the drags or the crosser. Tight end drag is going to be open again. If you got your drag, I mean, you got to hit it. Now we can kind of run the ball a little bit. I don't like to say pass heavy or run heavy. I like to mix it up. We're going to call halfback stretch, and we're going to see how he's able to play this. I typically like to run this stretch to the short side of the field or to the boundary. I just feel like my blocks do a much better job. We're going to call it like so. Get it 4 yards. Perfectly fine with me. I'm going to go back to a very reliable play. This corner and goes. It's really hard to stop with these 2 return routes. You always want to have one of these plays that you can just kind of rely on in short yardage situations. Like you see, like right there, it just absolutely fries the man coverage. And just like that, it's already 1st and goal on the 2-yard line, and we could easily go up 14-0 before this guy even knows what's going on. So this is where the real offense is. Like, you got to be able to score in this part of the field. Typically, I like running RPOs in this part of the field. This read Y flat is really good. Now, you got to be careful when you throw this. I realize sometimes your receivers will miss blocks. Some guys will come in free. So make sure you're reading this. Make sure your receivers do pick up the corners over here on the right side. And we're going to try to hit this tight end. If we don't like it, we'll hand it off to the running back. It looks like we have the blocks, so we're going to go ahead and throw that. We didn't get in? No worries. I like this. I like fullback dive for the goal line, and typically what I like to do here, as soon as I get the handoff, I like to just jump over the line. All I do is hold X and I'll hold my left stick forward. You should be able to kind of dive in like that. So, easy money. Now, assuming this guy doesn't quit. Keep going. It's kind of hard for me to break down anything I'm doing defensively just because this guy is not really doing a great job with attacking different parts of the field. So at this point in the game, this guy has shown to me that he has not been very good at making reads, meaning that I could probably sit back in coverage and just see if he can make a read. And if he can't, then I'm just going to stay in coverage. There's no reason for me to blitz and give up something silly, even though as tempting as it is. I like blitzing a couple linebackers here just to make sure I have enough pass rushers. This time he does a pretty good job with hitting the seam. He likes to go to this verticals play, which is fine for me. Because then I'm just going to run cover 4 drop. Take that away. He's going on Y-off trips. Now, I do know Y-off trips has an RPO to the tight end, so I'm going to keep that in mind when I call this next play. I'm going to call a cover 4 drop. I'm going to shell into a cover 2 to make him think I'm in cover 2. This could be verticals again, so I'm going to man up the guy that could be running the seam. That's what got me last time. And then, no, there's really nothing there. I mean, this is picked off. It's got to be picked. But see, like, if someone likes to do something or they were successful doing something, they're going to run it again. So now I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to call this pinch buck 0. And I'm just going to run it like so to make sure to get pressure in. He might see it. If he does see it, it's fine. If he beats it, it's fine. But he does not see it. Again, he just likes running this verticals play. So it's really easy for me to stop. And then on 3rd and 20, I still like to send pressure. Like right here, he's going empty. So that means he's going to have 5 offensive linemen, and I'm going to have 6 blitzers. I like to go mid blitz 0 here. This guarantees I'm going to get a guy free. I'm going to make sure to press this guy right here in the slot to make sure he can't get off on a route. And he might be gone. Maybe not. We'll see. Not really sure what he's doing here. Now, there's a couple things this guy's not taking advantage of. A, his play calling is very, very vanilla, meaning he's running the same plays over and over again, which makes it easier for me to stop because I know what he's trying to do. This guy's going to go pistol. So I'm going to run mid blitz, but I'm going to shell and do kind of like a cover 3 here. We'll see. Typically, you can hover over the line like this to dumb out the AI, get a guy free. And he has to make a quick throw like that, and we're just going to take away anything that he could throw quickly. And we're just going to take it back to the house. So typically, when you run like those little hover blitzes like that, I wouldn't recommend it. Doing it a lot. A, because it's kind of a nerdy thing to do. I'll be honest with you guys. I hate when people do it to me. But if you're trying to win games, your main job when you're hovering is to kind of confuse the offensive lineman and then play anything quickly. And just like that, we were able to get them out. As simple as that. And as you guys saw, I didn't do anything crazy on offense. I didn't have to make 16 hot routes per play. All I did was throw a tight end drag and then maybe a couple other man-beating routes behind that. And that's really how I kind of operate on offense. Now, it kind of does suck that game was so short because I can't really like tell you or get fully in depth with like everything else I do. I'm going to do that in the next video. But that's just kind of a good introduction of what I'm thinking about and how I attack the game. It was kind of hard for me to do it against this opponent here just for the simple fact that he didn't really know what he was doing first off. And second off, he ran the same play over and over again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wish it could have been a little bit longer. I'm going to start doing this more frequently, so that's not going to be, not every game is going to be as easy as that. We're going to have some videos that are way longer. That's just a good idea of how I approach the game. So if you guys are struggling to win games, do what I did there. Run simple routes, run tight end drags, run high-low concepts, put a drag on the field and then put a post on the opposite side. A high-low meaning that if I run a drag post, the linebackers either have to take away the drag or the post. So you just make a read based on what the linebackers do and just run a couple RPOs, have a couple good run plays. Just things like that. Have a good, reliable 3rd and short play. That's all you need to run an offense in this game. And as far as defense goes, you need to have a reliable blitz that you can go to that's going to reliably get you pressure even against a blocked running back. That's first things first. Second off, you need to work on your user, and you need to be able to understand the coverage that you're running. If you could do everything I just said right there, you're gonna be just fine. Like, you're gonna win a lot of games. You're not gonna win every game, but you're gonna win a lot of games. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna do this video again sometime soon with a different team, or I might use Georgia again one more time just because this game is so short. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little inside the mind, and the next one hopefully will be a little bit longer. But I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe. hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next one.